Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, I've got a bunch of great news for you. We're talking about PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo 3DS, and Super Nintendo. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PlayStation 2 emulation on Android with AetherSX2. All hail the blue cube. We talked about AetherSX2 yesterday because it got an update. And it got another update today. Now to be clear, the update is not on the Google Play Store just yet, but it'll probably eventually make its way there. Right now it's considered an experimental build and you can pick it up and it is 100% free. At the time of filming, it's version 1.3-2825. So previously we talked about some performance improvements as well as some new features, and we ended off on this list right here at display alignment option. Since then we've got 4 new things. Add auto hide touch controls after N seconds option. Add bind touchscreen to right stick option for simpler configuration. Add button dead zone option. That's really interesting. And add analog stick invert options. Now just remember, these new features along with the performance improvement are considered experimental. Things might not work as anticipated. To check it out though, you absolutely can. Head to AetherSX2.com, click on downloads. Once you're here, go to Close Testing Alpha, click on the top folder, and right here should be the latest version. Again, at the time of filming, it's 2825. Next up, we're talking about PlayStation Portable emulation with PPSSPP. PPSSPP just got a brand new version. Version 1.13.2 just released. Now this new version of PPSSPP really isn't that earth-shattering. It's not like there's a whole bunch of performance improvements or new features. It's mostly just bug fixes. If you're on Android, you might want to update to this version. There's a crash fix here on Android 12 when playing certain background music. There's a fix for Star Ocean battles and Direct3D backends. And there's also some minor fixes that might fix some other crashes. Now, interestingly enough, we talked about PPSSPP development builds the other day. It's really nice to see this get a brand new mainline release. And speaking about it being nice to see new mainline releases, next up here we're talking about SNES emulation on Android with SNES 9X Plus. Yes, we've got a brand new release. So what's new in this updated version? They've added video options for setting RGB color levels, and they've also added a video option to force the highest screen refresh rate on your device in case the automatic switching doesn't set the proper rate. I'm a big fan of SNES 9X Plus, and if you're into SNES emulation on Android, I highly recommend picking up this emulator. It's nice to see that this emulator is still active and also getting some new features. It was very unexpected. Next up, we're talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation on Android with Citra, just not the version of Citra that's on the Google Play Store. And also not the development build of Citra that's available on their official website. We are talking about Citra MMJ, the performance-based version of Citra as opposed to emulation accuracy. This one might sacrifice some emulation accuracy and quality in order to hopefully run better on your device. And MMJ stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano. Citra MMJ just got a brand new release. I'll leave a link to the GitHub in the description below in the event that you do want to check it out. This version here fixes some minor issues and some black screen issues. Now with Citra MMJ, sometimes there's a release and there might be some hidden problems in the back end, so just be careful when updating this app. If your Citra MMJ is working fine for you, you don't need to update it. Last up here, we're talking about September 13th, which might actually be a pretty big day. We've got a PlayStation State of Play occurring and also a Nintendo Direct. The Nintendo Direct is rumored to be a Zelda-focused one, which I'm really excited about, and I'm curious to see what's going to be unveiled in the State of Play. PlayStation says there will be some new reveals and updates for PS5, PS4, and PSVR 2. And they also say here we'll have some great updates from our amazing Japanese partners and developers from all around the world. Expect about 20 minutes covering 10 upcoming games. Whereas Nintendo's Direct will be roughly double the size and also happening earlier, so Nintendo Direct will be first and about 8 hours later we'll have our PlayStation State of Play. As a bonus piece of news, if you're a fan of mobile gaming, which has gotten a lot better lately, Ubisoft Mobile has just announced Assassin's Creed Codename JADE. It's an Assassin's Creed game based in ancient China and it will be open world. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the game just yet. I'm hoping it's not going to be a microtransaction hell. And I'm also hoping that Ubisoft is not going to ruin this game by making weird business decisions. But either way, apparently this is in-game footage, and I'll drop a link to the trailer in the description below. Feel free to check it out. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts on anything we talked about today in the comments below, and we did talk about quite a bit. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.